Well, g'day everybody, and welcome to Astrox Imperium. Astrox Imperium. Sorry, I'm a bit blah blah. Because I recorded this and then it messed up the sound and killed the sound. It's developed by a single person, Jace Masula. It has very positive reviews on Steam, and it's basically an open world sandbox. Space game where the developer he decided to try and bring all of the things that he liked about all of the different games such as Eve and all of the other space sandbox games, bring them all together and into one single game. He's developing this on his own. It's currently, I think, it was released on the 23rd of March in 2019. It is still an early access game, but it is having a lot of updates and stuff. So as of at the point of me filming this video, and I wanted to get into it, and I wanted to show you guys because I've been looking for a game like this, and I've been burnt on some early access ones. Entropy is one of those that I've been completely and utterly burnt on when it comes to this type of game. Now, I've always wanted a nice open world space game. You can do anything you want in this. You can mine, you can trade, you can fight, you can just whatever you want to do. It's basically open world. So it's kind of like it's kind of like an Eve without having to deal with other players, which is absolutely brilliant. So what we're going to do is we're going into free play mode. I'm going to create a character, and I'm not going to go through that process with you guys purely because there's so much to choose from, and I can show you here. So we've got our pilot name. Excuse me. Our gender, we've got different faces, a whole pile of different faces that we can take on. As you can see, there's a load of them. There's a load of faces and stuff that you can take on there. We've also got accessories that we can add to our portrait if we so desire. I won't go without any of those. We've got different factions: alpha, science, civil, trade, financial, commerce, pirate, outlaw, sovereign, temple, missionary, orthodox, labor, contractor, extractors, law, enforcement, and judicial. I'm not going to read through these because it's just going to take too long, and I really want to get into the core gameplay as well. We also have a whole pile of different types of things that bring different skills to add bonuses to the skills that your pilot has. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go prospector because that gives you a mixture of miner and salvager. It's kind of a little bit of a mixture on that. You can see that we've got the galaxy, the number of sectors that we have in the galaxy. If you want a long game, 500 sectors. I am going to go for 100 sectors on this. Sector layout, so there's different, there's the default layout, which is normal. There's branches, spirals, clusters, and random. I think we might go random. Show unexplored sectors, so you can show all of the unexplored sectors on your map, or you can just discover those as you go. Allow warp drives, which is a good one. Warp drives allow you to warp between sectors without sort of going through other sectors if you want to travel. Sector environment, a different effect to explore in space. Support items and all that type of stuff. And sector security is that. There's the skybox, which gives you the option to adjust the number of layers when creating a skybox. So frequent, put that in there. The color variations, fog generation, all of that type of stuff. There's stations, which gives you the option of stations, the frequency in which stations are generated in a sector. So let's say we go often or average. I'm just going to leave it on. I'm going to leave all of these on their default things. Warp gates, Let's see the links to warp gates, to how many sectors a warp gate will send you to. There's resources, there's economy, there's missions, there's stuff for the player's ship. Life support drain rate, we'll go into that later. NPC ships, mercenaries, all of this stuff. There's just a massive list of events and extras and stuff, which I don't want. I just can't go into. I just can't go into. So this is going to be our character here. We're going in free play mode. Let's get stuck into the game so that we can actually see what it's all about, guys. Now there is a complete tutorial. There's a complete tutorial that you can go through as well. So there's there's sort of no second guessing and stuff, and you can do that. I've done that, and I've gone through that tutorial section, which is why I've gone into sandbox mode for this one, so that we can have a little bit of a free run. I don't think we're going to have time to get through all of the content that they actually have in this. So we'll probably get a little bit of mining done. We'll have a look at ship upgrades. We'll have a look at all that type of stuff, and what happens at stations, all that type of stuff. But we may not get into combat. I don't think we're probably going to get an opportunity to do that in this episode. But if you want more, guys, smack the like button and comment on this, because that would be absolutely awesome. All right, so here we are. This is the ship that we start off in, basically. Now we can upgrade this ship and stuff. It's probably the smallest ship that we can possibly have. At the moment, we have a laser, a pulse laser, and an ore harvester on there as well. The first thing I'm going to do is, by pressing spacebar, I can go into this mode here, which is basically a scan mode. So if I just click on that, we can scan that. If I bring this window, you'll see these little arrows up here. If I open that up, then it'll show that it's scanning that object. We shall also scan that object as well. And these are jump gates, I'm pretty sure, and we'll scan that. So there we go. That one heads to a sector named Cad Lee, which is pretty cool. That one there is nearly finished scanning. Yelbi Kadan, and that one up there goes to Civ Algae. All right, perfect. We can also do something like scan those resources down there. I'm just going to remove these like so, and we can scan that. That over there is I'm pretty sure is another ship. So we'll go into all the layout of all of this stuff in a sec. So let's scan that ship as well, and let's scan that thing over there as well. So down here we have adamite ore. So we're probably going to head down towards that. Now to do that, I just autopilot by double clicking on it, and the autopilot will send us down there. You can manually drive this. This here is an RC1 Informer. Coxon Delarest. It doesn't really tell us much else about that. And this one here is Faish Giltavo. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. In a TCA-1 mule. Now there is ships. Obviously, you're not stuck with the original ship that you came with. Now I'm going to arm my mining laser, my mining beam, or extractor beam. As you can see, it takes a little bit of time to arm it up. Now that it's armed, it will be taking power from our ship, but as soon as it's within range, it will actually start mining there. So check that out. That was so cool, that flash. Now over here is our cargo bay, which gives us the autopilot will automatically stop when we get relatively close to this. This is our cargo bay, which will fill up. We obviously have, there we go. We obviously have 310 in our cargo bay, which is, I think, is cubic meters. At the moment, we're sitting at 91, so we're just going to mine this off. Mining is very, I think it's very much like Eve, although it's been a very, very long time since I played Eve. But I'm pretty sure Eve, you would click on an asteroid and your lasers, your mining lasers and stuff would do their work. So you can see that it's lasering, it's drawing stuff in. So we're filling this up. Once we get to 310, we will find a station and we shall head to it. If there is one in this, but I just sort of thought we might as well grab a full load of cargo before we before we actually get into it. Now, right clicking on these gives you that menu there, which means that you can gather the information about it. You can close it off, and you can mine it. I think that one is. So we're nearly there. So each time you do this work, let's turn that laser off. It's turned off. Each time you do any work or anything like that, or do anything, it actually gives you skills. So that's worth noting. Up here we have basically a system navigation thing. Shows the system we're in, and I think this is the threat rating. Wow, look at that light. I think that's actually the threat rating. Over here we have an autopilot, which gives us autopilot controls for docking and all that type of stuff. Down here we have our ship stats, our current ship stats. We have shield. I think the yellow is power. I think. Can't remember what the green is. Health, I think. Ship health, hull. That's hull. So we've got shield, we've got hull, we've got ship power, and then we have life support as well. Now, life support is very, very important in this game, in the sense of you require life support. Let's scan that. Now I will go through the life support and stuff because it's actually very, very important, your life support. There's also controls here. It's just a little pop-up menu, and this will toggle your camera lock, modules lock to ship target. We've got stats panel, cargo panel, navigation panel, which we can all open up via this anyway. So once we get relatively close to this, that looks awesome in the background there. It is a very good looking game. Very, very good looking game. Once we get relatively close to this, the ship will slow down and we will get a docking option right there. So we shall dock here. So this is a space station. These are scattered randomly all over the universe, and as you remember in the setup, then there's an option there for how frequently these things spawn. Each one's run by different factions and stuff. You can get missions and all that type of stuff. So what we will do is we'll go through these as we go. So the first thing that I'm going to do is show you the lounge. Inside the lounge you've got news events, which tells you what's going on. Faction to faction skirmish. Science faction has been credited with instigating a dispute with some local members of the civil faction. So this keeps you updated with what's happening in the universe, and you know there may be ways to benefit from some of this information and profit from some of this information. Lottery, SIBO Defer was ecstatic to discover that they won the pirate lottery, even though the grand prize was 500,000 zil after the tax commission got hold of it. Blah, blah, blah. In here we have mercenaries. Mercenaries we can hire. We've got 56,400 at the moment. Mercenaries, we can hire mercenaries in their own ship. As protectors and as wingmen and stuff, and we can actually have an entire fleet of ships if we want. Each one gives you an idea on what their skills are over here. So if we click on him, his payroll is going to cost us 5,400. I'm not sure how often that's deducted or whether that's a one-off payment. I haven't worked that out at the moment. He's got ore harvesters, palisite, placite, extractors, salvage collectors, and another ore harvester level 6 here. Active modules on his ship. Doesn't really have any he's purely a mining frigate, so he doesn't really have any defense on him. This pilot here, he is flying a conservator, which is right there. 4,409. His specialty is recon. He's got target scramblers and 10 blaster time 10 times 10 laser. So he's sort of set up a little bit for combat. This guy here, which is 6,400, he is a support. He has lasers, assault launchers, focused lasers, rapid launchers. So he would be a really good one for us to hire as a protector. And this guy here would be good to hire. This one to hire to to assist us in mining and make as much money as we possibly can. Let's confirm hiring him. You currently do not have enough of a positive standing with this faction. There you go. Entertainment. Here, once you've got an entire fleet, you can come in here and you can put on drinks and all that type of stuff and spa treatments and pay for those to increase, give them a boost to their morale and their loyalty towards you. So that's all in the lounge. Next we have the market. Now the market, you can buy and sell goods, and you can also purchase things, purchase stuff for your ships as well, as you can see here. Advanced armor, explosives, etc. Ammunition, you can purchase all your ammunition. Now I haven't worked out what is and isn't a good price. I mean, we've got markups and stuff like that. We've got discounts on those. As you can see, we've got a 10% off discount. Now, the more that you do things for these factions, the more reputation you gain with them, the better the prices, basically, like any type of economy system. So they're all there. One thing that we can do is we can drag all of our ore into here, and there's 4,216 credits worth, so we can confirm that and we can sell that. It'll always have a market log showing you what you have sold and bought from here. Supply items, so these are the items that they supply. These are the items that they have in demand that I'm guessing that you will gather good prices from. Textile fabrics, office supplies, food service products, and food service equipment. So you can keep your eye on all of that type of market stuff. Next we have the refinery. Now I haven't used the refinery yet, but you can refine metals and stuff like that here, and then you can go on to the fabricator and fabricate products, or you can sell your refined products for better prices and stuff. In your garage, this is where we look at our ship and where we do upgrades to our ship. So at the moment we've got a pulse laser and an ore harvester. What we will do with these is, this is in the garage is the only time you can repair your modules. So we've repaired, we've recreated that for 1 credit. That's fine, beautiful. But this is the only place that you can actually make modifications to your ship. So if you're out in space and you've got 2 pulse lasers on and you find a really good score that you want to harvest, you can't drag and drop these out in space. You have to be in a garage to do that. So for now, you know, we've got a second ore harvester here if we want to put that on. We also have a passive slot. The passive slot allows you to do things like, if we go back into the market, if we look for cargo, search for that, advanced mass reduction, basic mass reduction, improved cargo expansion, right here. So that's a passive module. So if we were to buy that and confirm that purchase, when we go back into the garage, we can now actually put that in our passive slot. So what that does, you can see here our cargo base is 310. We've got a bonus of 62, which adds sort of 62 cubic meters to our ship of cargo. Now you can find better ones of those sort of for more expensive prices. So I'm going to leave the pulse laser and the ore harvester on there, but if I wanted to, I could take that off and I could throw that on there. It doesn't cost you anything to do this, but at the moment I'm just going to leave that on there. We also have an active scanner. Now we've got repair armor and repair modules there. We've got custom options here where you can rename your ship. So we can call this one the First Look. So that'll be our ship name there. You can also customize your colors of your ship here. Unfortunately, it doesn't just colors the whole thing. It doesn't, do you know what I mean? It doesn't give you any real definition in different colors and stuff on your ship. So I'm going to leave all of that white. But while I've got it down there, there's also a gloss option there, which allows you to select a gloss, sort of a glossy color to your ship if you want. So sort of show you that as well. We won't do gloss. I like matte. The next thing is the life support here, guys. Now this is the life support system. It's very, very important when you start exploring in the outer reaches and looking for junk and salvaging and stuff like that. Looking for really good minerals and stuff to mine. It's really important that you have a good life support system on. As soon as this gets to 0, bang. You've got about 30 seconds, I think they said about 30 seconds or something to get back to a station before you die, which isn't much. Now, your life support system has different modules here: food synthesis, water filtration, thermal regulator, and waste management. Now, as you can see, I've got a basic filter here, so I can throw that in there, and that basically gives us a bonus and increases the size of our life support system. We've also got protein bars here, which I can throw in there, and again, total life support. It gives us a bit of a bonus, 107 there and 53.8 there. Now, you can obviously buy better things in here, but you can do that sort of in the future in the game. Next thing that we have is the university. The university is important because this is where you skill up, and this is where you are going to train in different skills and stuff. You can have a look at this. Armor repair costs are 9.5% less. We can train in basic beam operation, beam basic operation for weapons and beams, which will put us at operation level 1, and provide us with all the basic knowledge about the operation, maintenance, and upkeep of active module beam weapons. Obviously, the more advanced beams and stuff like that, we need to be trained up in these in different levels. We've got a whole pile of stuff on cloaking, carrier ship, beam maintenance, which we're unqualified for, but we can. I'm pretty sure that we can unlock once we've got an amount of reputation. Drone operation, because there is drones in this. Escort ship operation. Fabrication engineer, so this skill teaches you the ins and outs of the fabricator system, allowing you to boost production speeds. Fleet commander, skill training you how to properly command a fleet of starships. Each level of this skill will allow for one additional fleet member to join, so I'm going to actually do that. Okay, and we'll close that. So we are training in that. Now these take time. As you can see, this is I think 60 seconds or something like that, I think. We've got basic laser operation, laser energy optimization, launcher basic optimization. So there's a massive amount of different levels and things that you can basically train in. So I would be more inclined, because in the initial stages I am going to be using my beams and stuff. You currently don't have the required number of skill points. Okay, we haven't gathered enough skill points yet. We've only got one left. So there we go. So we should be level 2 on escort ship operation, right there, and on fleet commander, which is the one we trained in. So that's the university. The other thing that we've got is storage. Now at each station you can have specific storage that's related to that station only. Now this storage has so for example, if I was going to mine in this sector or something like that, then I could store a whole pile of stuff in here. It only has a certain limit, but you can lease additional space, but you can only access it through this station. Next one is the shipyard, where you can see the different types of ships that are available here, what they do, all of their stats, and so you can sort of compare your ships and stuff like that, and you can purchase new ships. So that, like for example, the Pirate Escort is 289,000. It has 76 less cargo than what we've got. It's got 107 less shields, 269 less energy, 21 less life support and stuff, but it has larger modules as well. So it's got 3, so you could have a weapon and 2 mining beams, and it's got 2 passive slots as well. So they're the type of ships that you have. Astatius, which is a pretty cool looking ship. That's it. That's a good ship, that one, actually. Really, isn't it? But it's worth 1 million credits. So there you go. Unifier. So you'd probably want to, you can. That's got -16, but we have a module on board that actually would increase that. So that could be a really good one for us to have, because it's got 3 different slots. So for each of those. So that's pretty cool. So that's the shipyard. The fabricator is where you would fabricate stuff. You need documents and blueprints for that. The mission board. Transport a light shipment of 2 salvage collectors from Miracle in Ortabar to the Qua Research in Yalba, Kadan. So we could take this. On, and I think we might take this on. That's actually a pretty good payment. So we might accept that mission. Does it have a time on it? Oh no, we don't have the insurance deposit. As you can see, for each mission you take, there is a specific insurance deposit. You lose that if you fail the mission and don't hand the mission in, whether it's timed or whatever. And you get that refunded at the end of your mission. So you'll get your mission cost plus that refunded. We can't take that mission because we don't have that. But that would increase our standing with the commerce if we did. Next one is the officers. Now, these officers you can go to at any particular time and get any free training. Free training doesn't skill you up, but it basically gives you a tutorial on how to do things. So, for example, a camera basics tutorial, navigation tutorial, introduction, basic drones, basic fleet command, and basic combat. I've done most of these except for the basic drones and the basic fleet command. Services, don't know what these are because I haven't got into these yet. Service unlock, hangar, position occupied. So I haven't got that far into that. And Starcom, if you'd like to make a call, use the com box below. Just enter the number you'd like to com. So I'm assuming that's for missions and stuff like that. Next thing we have is the map. And because we haven't had the entire sector visible from the start, then we need to jump to these places. We need to jump to these different places to actually unlock them. So there you go. Next one is the undock. So we will undock and head out. I know that this is kind of quite the long-winded explanation, guys, but I wanted to give you guys an idea on what there was, and give you a really good rundown of the game. So if you want to see a lot more gameplay and stuff in this, then please definitely let me know, because we can definitely do that, and I could even do a series on this if you wanted me to. So just let me know. Scanner and see if anything else is happening. Now this scanning will also show up any mission objectives if you have missions, but at the moment we don't have missions. So now we can hold shift, and we can boost for a small amount of time. Let's go warp. So we've activated the warp gate. Let's move to a new system and see what we can find there. And GPS is off, and we have warped to the new system. So the first thing that I would probably do if I went into a new system would be to scan it and see what we can find here. We'll see if we can't get ourselves another load of stuff, and then probably head up to the market center again and see what we've got up there. As you can see here on the information screen, it tells you how much of that particular ore is in there and how much is left. So as you mine it down, this number goes down. That shows what's in there totally. So you can mine these resources out, which is actually pretty cool. There's also a setting, I think, in the settings when you start the game, because there's so many of them, that allows you to say, okay, once you've mined something like that, it's gone, done, finished. You can't, it never respawns or never reappears. So if you mine out an entire sector, then wow. All right, there we go. We've gone up to level 2. Congratulations, your hard work and repetitive efforts have gained you a new level of experience. You've gained 11 skill points, which can be used to train additional abilities. There we go. Lovely. Pretty happy with that. All right, here we are at SimKitten. Let's dock. Let's dock. The lighting can be a little bit funny in here. Sometimes you can't sort of see your ship properly. But let's go into the market. Let's sell off all of that ore that we just did there. Let's confirm that sale, and you can see a history of your purchases and your selling and stuff as well. So let's see, improved cargo expansion. We spent 4,800. We've got a whole pile of different things here. What's in demand here? Rivets, ball bearings, metal gears. So any of this stuff that we could make would be really, really good, because we could make a really good profit on that, doing the manufacture ourselves and stuff. So there's a lot of stuff in there. Ball bearings are out of stock, so we would probably get a really, really good price for that. So let's see, supply items. There's sensor jammers. We're not going to buy any of this reinforced rubber, steel, Stelium beams and Stelium pipes and stuff. We're not going to do any of that. We are going to head into the garage and just repair anything that requires repairing. So we'll go there. We'll head to the university as well, and we will train up on some... so that requires 5 skill points. We've got 12 skill points, so I'm guessing we'll train in that. And I think we will also do a... you can see that we've got bonus levels. We started off with levels in these things because of the trait that we picked at the beginning. Minor energy optimization, minor focal range. It boosts the effective range of all mining modules. So that's 6. Let's train in that. That's probably good, considering that we're going to be doing, like I'm going to be doing quite a bit of mining in the beginning. So that's probably a good idea. Let's head into the lounge. All of the news here. Such and such wins the pirate lottery. Mercenaries, there's none for hire here. Entertainment doesn't matter for us at the moment. I can't believe there's no mercenaries in here. That kind of sucks a little bit. What else do we need to do? Storage, university, shipyard, missions. We can see if there's any missions. There's no missions here at all. So what we will do is, I think as soon as our training has finished, obviously the higher the level of training, then the quicker that you, or the longer it takes to do that training. What else have we got here? Let's see. We're kind of a little bit butt up here, aren't we? In the sense of our degree of rotation and stuff like that. So got those things over here. I think we've got Labour United. Let's maybe head over there and see if there's anything over there that we can do as well. But anyway, guys, this is Astrox Imperium. I know I've rambled a little bit and haven't shown you a massive amount of gameplay, but there was so much to sort of go through. So, yeah, I'm actually really excited about playing this one. So, I will. Here we go. We're inside a station here now. Excellent, excellent. So yeah, there you go, guys. Anyway, that is, yeah, we're actually inside this station. That is it. I'm going to leave this one here. If you want to see a pile of, if you want to see me play right through this, play a character right through this, let me know in the comments, and definitely hit like on this. But thank you very much for watching. I will see you guys next time. Bye.